straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get out my problems, let me When up and it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is...
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by Matt Ryan, NFL MVP back in 2016 and now in his 12th year in the league.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Ryan. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Brady's throw there complete, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now.
Devontae Parker, 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mario Addison in on the stop. On 2nd and 7, Brady. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. For the Eagles, a look now at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught them off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Brady. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1.
Wait, put it! Ozzy!
Brady now on first down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Running with Kamara, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the ground, this is Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught inside the 15. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Vernon Davis, his second touchdown on the season, and the Packers have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
Oh my God, you gotta be... Fuck this.
Philadelphia.
Yes, please.
76 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a
Eagle press. Loss of 9. On 3rd and long, it's Brady.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down. Now it's Ryan.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And it's caught by Parker. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Ryan now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Ryan caught by Cobb. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ryan will throw again. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. To throw again is Ryan. Completes it to Jason Witten. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll run here with Eckler, and he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And able to connect with Barrios. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Brady going to throw.
Oh,
He's
man.
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting
Are you fucking kidding me right now? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
He expected for the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They run it again with Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Vita Vea in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Brady now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Throwing again. Brady. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady.
Oh, man.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Brady. He finds his target, Fuller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But
what the fuck is that, Brady? Are you fucking kidding me? Such a bad throw, bro.
Where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On 2nd down, Eckler. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Hey, go 66. Hey, let go.
On 3rd down, Brady.
Oh
and Brady
my God.
Time.
You gotta be kidding me, Fuller.
Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The throw complete here to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. A quick throw here out to Cobb. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
A bad game, really bad game. Fucking badass.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
Fuck out of here. I can't make that fucking play right now.
Coaches decide to do now. Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. On 1st down, Brady. He's got Fuller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
Oh my God, you gotta be fucking kidding me, bro.
And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Brady now on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Touchdown, Packers. Will Fuller with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Brady.
Oh my fucking God, bro.
It's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run out of the
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me, bro.
7 yards there and a first down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A busy night continues for Kamara, and he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Tom Brady in the offense. Down 24-20. Exactly 1 minute remaining. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Will Fuller. Nobody there to stop him. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Ryan to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Green Bay, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try again next week at home against